Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for those of you who are my subscribers on my YouTube channel, I haven't done a new review in 2 months because I had a computer problem, a computer crash, and I had to, save some money to get a new one. And I got a new one. I haven't figured out how to fix the camera. As you can tell, the picture is reverse negative here. So you have to excuse that. If anybody has any tips, because I do have a Windows 10 here with a Dell computer with the camera. So if any of you have any tips on how to tell me how to fix the problem so it won't have this reverse negative or want to reduce the noise, please write in the comment section below. Well, now for the subject at hand, I'm going to be reviewing the 1963 film, the Birds, and of course the Alfred Hitchcock classic, starring Tippi Hedren. Now, of course, this movie, of course, is one of the more, more iconic films in the Hitchcock database. Of course, most films that Hitchcock films that most people remember, of course, North by Northwest, Vertigo, Psycho, Rear Window. The last two films that I mentioned that I already did review for, and of course The Birds. Those are about the fight movies. Maybe Down and for Murder. It's probably the only films that most people remember that Hitchcock had directed. Of course, The Birds, of course, like I said, saw Tippi Hedren, who of course is more famous now for being Melanie Griffith's mother, and ironically, starring as she hosts, after starring The Birds, starred Animal Sanctuary, which is kind of ironic because she's starred in, The Birds, which of course, for those who don't know, of course, it's a movie which birds in a little island town, kind of like a Cape Cod or Martha's Vineyard type island, where birds are casting for some unknown reason, which for some reason in the film, they don't really explain why, starts attacking people. Of course, like I said earlier, so it's Tippi Hedren as this rich socialite who, I won't say a slacker, but at least someone who is kind of like a rich single man with no playboys. She's known as a playgirl. What I mean by playgirl, of course, is a rich single woman who, goes around, travels the world, goes on dates, and fools around with all different kinds of men, and doesn't marry any of them. And also, her character has a reputation of pulling pranks on people. And the film opens up, and they're in San Francisco, and Tippi Hedren's character is in a pet shop who's trying to buy birds, and this other guy came in who happens to be, I think was a cop, calls around on and says, "Hey, I know that you like to pull a prank. I know it was there. Last time you pulled something." And he was kind of interested in lovebirds. So Tippi Hedren says, "Okay, I'm going to get lovebirds for this guy," and travel to his house. She tracks the guy down, finds out where he was in this little island resort community, and says, "I'm going to get birds for him." So it gets the birds, travels, and while she's traveling to the island, rents a boat out, goes to the island, and while she's about maybe 50 feet from tying her boat up to the dock, all of a sudden she gets attacked by this by a seagull. For some unknown reason, she gets attacked by a seagull, which unfortunately, it does occasionally happen, but it was so weird that the seagull went right down after her, and she was like busted open. Her head was busted open, and she found the guy, and the guy patched her up, and so why are you here? Oh, I'm here to give you these two lovebirds. And then all of a sudden she stays with a local teacher who used to be the girlfriend of the guy that she that Tippi Hedren character likes, who happened to be played by Suzanne Pleshette, who of course was famous for being on the Newhart Show. And of course, they suddenly became friends, and then of course she tells him some of the background of the guy that Tippi Hedren was interested in. And all of a sudden, little by little, get more and more. It takes a real long time, and then you hear one bird attack after another bird attack after another bird attack, and you constantly have these scenes. And let me tell you, the effects in this, and let me tell you, you do have 1960s technology and editing techniques to make these bird attacks believable, and that's what really works. For me, that's what was really the highlight of the whole film. But unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, the only big problem that I have with this movie is that it doesn't really most Hitchcock films, by the time either halfway through or by the end of the movie, it explains why the birds are attacking, or why this person is doing, or like in the end of the cycle, you had to let like a few minutes, like the last 5 minutes of the movie, you have the psychiatrist explain why Norman Bates did what he did throughout the whole film. Same thing with Rear Window. You see the end of the movie, and you see why Raymond Burr, spoiler, when Raymond Burr killed his wife in Rear Window. Dial M for Murder, you see almost everything was explained in Dial M for Murder. Or North by Northwest, you had stuff explained. For the birds, you did have some bird expert explain, oh, birds don't do this. Birds don't go out and flocks of birds attack people. The only time you see flocks of birds is when they migrate south for the winter. That's about it. They don't go out and attack people. We only see one, like I said earlier, one bird attack after another. And of course, you have the two famous scenes, of the two famous attack scenes. One where you have all the birds in the playground, about every inch of the jungle gym in the school playground, full of birds. Like every inch was taken up by a bird, like crows. And of course, when the kids, let's get the kids the hell out of here, because they're going to attack the birds are going to attack this building. So they get all the kids out, and the birds are diving in and attacking these kids. And of course, the other famous scene is, of course, with Tippi Hedren in the phone booth, as the birds are attacking her in the phone booth. But then eventually, what happens eventually is that Tippi Hedren's character and the guy that she was involved with, I forgot the guy's name. I forgot the actor who plays the part, because it was almost 2 months ago, about a month and a half ago since I saw this movie, and because of my computer problems that I mentioned at the top of this video, I couldn't do this video right away. I had to wait till I get a new computer. Okay, so I forgot the guy's name, and so the guy who played the part, the main lead. And of course, what happens is they get to the guy's house, or the house that he has on this island. And of course, they brought him down, and of course, they heard radio reports that everybody got out of the island. All pretty much got out, except for maybe a couple of stragglers that didn't leave yet. And of course, the people in the house, according to the guy's daughter, Tippi Hedren, and the guy's mother, were the only ones who were still on this island, pretty much. And they look up, and they had the whole house boarded up. And of course, the famous scene when they didn't board up the chimney, and the birds coming through the chimney and attacked Tippi Hedren and almost killed her. And but she lived. And of course, the last scene of the film is, of course, when they got Tippi Hedren out, and they're very, very slowly and methodically, and practically the whole front lawn, almost every inch of the island is covered with birds. It's like a whole giant, massive flock of birds. I mean, imagine every inch of your front lawn, there's a bird there. Almost every inch of your lawn is covered with various birds. That's what this was. But that doesn't this one particular front lawn in this house, but the entire island was full of these birds. And they get Tippi Hedren, they taped up her wounds. Her head, top of her head was all wrapped up. And they took her to the court, put her in the court, and they all slowly drive away, and they go down the highway, and you just see the birds staying there in front of the house, and that's it. That's how the movie ends. Um, well, like I said, to me, I thought it was a good movie, but with a very, very disappointing ending, because, like I said a couple of times already, you don't really know why the hell are these birds attacking these people. You don't know. You don't know why it's happening. At first, I thought maybe Tippy Hen with the two little birds. I thought the one of them she accidentally kills the birds for some reason, drops them in the water when she's rowing the boat, or one of them accidentally dies in a can, and all the birds decide to get revenge on her. They get a la Stephen King film. But it didn't happen. But it didn't happen. It's like, why are these birds attacking? I mean, it's like no real explanation. Which is, to me, the one real. It's not real. It's the one major nitpick I had in this movie is that you don't really understand what the hell, why the birds are attacking. You don't know why. Because the ending was disappointing because it had no. To me, it had no resolution to the film. None. Except that it got the hell out, and the birds were saying they're just waiting for the next major attack. That's it. So you had no major resolution to the film. Unlike other Hitchcock films where you had some kind of resolution at the end. I mean, the only other film that kind of left you hanging for a possible sequel was maybe Psycho. And sure enough, there were sequels to Psycho, including a Showtime TV movie that the Showtime cable channel made back in the early 90s. But and they had two theatrical sequels, Psycho 2 and Psycho 3, which was back in the early 80s. And then 10 years later, you had Psycho 4. But for the birds, you had no. You might have had. If the movie went like another 5 or 10 minutes longer, which might have been too long for this film, for a type of film like this. But I felt that they should have had some type of resolution in the film as to why the birds were attacking. You had nothing. You didn't have to take the birds. Didn't get rid of the birds at all, because there were too many to get rid of. Actually, so it was almost like a zombie film, like a George Romero zombie film, which had too many zombies to kill. That's what it felt like with the birds, like too many birds out there to get rid of, because you're gonna have like all millions of birds attacking us, and it's kind of left you hanging, kind of like I just said, like George Romero zombie film. So that's my review of the birds. Please click on the video. Please read it. Please feel free to comment, and please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. And like I said earlier, if you can help out with my technical problems with this video, fixing the picture so it won't be reversed thing. As you can tell, as you can see with my shirt and the pants behind me, everything is reversed because I don't know how to do that quite yet. Because I just got this computer just a couple of days ago. Still trying to work out all the kinks, but make sure you know how to fix the negative, so it won't be reversed like this. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can catch all of my videos and all on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's all WDY, C.com. That's the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer, Christine Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website as well. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.